Why?
Hello.
Yes. What's up, y'all? Yours truly, DJ June. I'm jumping in real quick, holding it down for FTV Radio for Bella Podcast. She's on tour right now, or she's out on vacation. But we're about to introduce our special guest that we have today. What's your name?
Nana.
Nana, just
Yeah.
Nana, and your name?
Yo, what's good? It's Legacy in the building.
Okay. And our special guest today is
What's poppin' is YB Smooth, aka Bones.
in the building.
Okay.
I know.
And then Bella Podcast, where you at? Yo, tell us where you at right now.
Yo,
Hey, I'm in Florida.
What's up?
hey.
Sunshine State, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Always working. You guys know me.
Get your own mic.
Get to it.
Alright, so you guys got any questions y'all want to ask them? Or first of all,
Right, where are you from?
there you go.
Let's talk about that.
Where I'm from, I was born in New York. I was raised in Florida. So,
Right.
between them, been up here for since '07. So,
So how long? Oh wait, can you hear me? How long have you been? How long have you been doing music for?
well, technically I've been doing music my whole life. My father was a musician. He played the drums. So I actually started off with instruments and band and school and stuff like that.
Right.
And just later on in life, I just figured everything I was learning and everything I knew I could do with my voice. So then I started doing the rapping thing.
What inspired you to rap? Who inspired you to rap?
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Okay, hence the name Bones.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
I hear you.
yeah, something like that. Bone Thugs and Harmony. My father, like I said, he was a musician, so it wasn't just one genre with him. But when he did listen to hip hop, he listened to Bone Thugs and Harmony. I just remember reciting everything to him,
Right.
all the words and stuff like that. And then some movie came out, some gospel movie, and the guy was rapping just as fast, just in gospel.
Right.
And he told me to do the same thing with that. I did it.
Okay.
And he's like, "Oh, I take you seriously. You doing your thing."
Okay.
So, Bones.
Yo.
Right.
Stepping, as we know, we were raised together. Rahway, New Jersey.
Yo.
Shout out to Rahway.
Rawway.
Let me ask you this actually. What made you want to be a rapper? Out of all the things you could have been.
It was a very unique way to incorporate everything I've learned music-wise into one thing, is my voice. You know what I mean? To me, it's not just rapping. I don't just rap. I don't just sing. I try to incorporate everything from rapping is cadences. I learned how to play the French horn, the trumpet. Those is melodies. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, wait. You learned how to play the French horn and I'm just finding out about it?
Yeah, that's something I run around bragging,
You know
but
what? Nana gonna whoop your ass. That's
Yo,
For real, her body.
gotta go whoop your ass.
Just because I didn't know.
we're not childhood friends no more, yo.
yeah.
Damn.
I came up here late in my childhood. But yeah. So it's just a way to incorporate everything I can do, you know what I mean?
So, what genre would you say is your music?
That's the crazy thing. I don't really, it's hard for me to say. I try to let other people say it because I just make I make music on how I feel at the time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Everything's very just my mood and
The moment.
at the moment and
Alright,
stuff
well, how
like
you feel
that.
right now? Go ahead, spit something.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
Damn.
You
oh.
better not be mad at me, because if so, I'll come up. I'm coming back.
I need a beat or something because it's kind of nervous in here. Yeah, shit's kind of crazy coming in here earlier.
Put
but
a beat on.
Yeah, put a beat on. I'll vibe
Put a
it.
beat on.
That's another thing. That's another thing. A very important thing of what I do with my music is, it's it would kind of be for me impossible without the music, because the music kind of puts me in the mood.
Right.
Whatever the mood is
Right.
at the time. You know what I mean?
Music is life.
How you feeling that day?
You know what I mean?
I
Stuff
feel you.
like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I just say I'm still waiting on Florida? Not hearing that.
What'd you say?
You breaking up?
What'd you say?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
bars at?
Damn, she said she want to hear
bars
the
at?
bars. You're not playing.
You know I'm consistent.
Where them bars at?
Just
I mean, you
spit some
could
shit
put
know.
it. Facts. You could put like a little something that you already got.
I could put something.
You could play it, I guess. If you don't want
I
to
could
rap
play
or
something. That's
whatever.
definitely what I could do. I could play
You can
something.
definitely play.
Does then the music loaded up anywhere or?
No, just pull it up on your phone.
Alright, I'll pull it up real quick.
So while Bones is doing that, I will say I have known Bones now for over 10 plus years. Not
Word.
only is he a very good friend of mine, but he is an amazing artist. I believe so.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Definitely been a huge support for myself and a lot of other people. So shout out to you for all of that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Now,
All the
play
videos
it
y'all be
in.
seeing on the
Right.
Yeah,
You know, I'm a
Put
podcast.
some on.
And we be editing. I'm like, oh, okay.
I be trying to do
Get your
everything.
story. Give me my storyline. Tag.
Okay. It depends like where you want to go with it. Like, hold on.
Alright.
Can we just acknowledge?
I don't think you can hear it,
Can we
though.
acknowledge?
That view is beautiful.
Oh, you want bars, right? You said bars, right?
Bars.
You want bars? I know this, right? Yeah. Bomb. Nigga, on my daddy, shoot you dead in your face. I'm doing that, I gotta think smarter nowadays. Young look in the burst way. Rag, back up the raw way. We trapping out the hallway. G-Lab, I'm posted all day. Stairway with the vowels in our face. So it's slur when we talk, like we sipping on lane. And we stay booted up, we vibing off ecstasy. Yeah, shook life, lick life. Then hit a nigga bitch twice. Day and night, fuck a fight. Brass knuckles, what we need that for? We got these steel pipes straight on. Lay a nigga down, but it's face flying. Ain't lying. Think I got 2 bodies now, but who's counting? My face frowning, but she should pick her head up, cause the sun nobody down though. Yeah, I swear, nobody downtown. You know it now, it's nothing. Off the expenses of thirsty bitches, wishing and hoping that a nigga change their life, no bitch you bugging. My dick stay soft in your stomach. Really think I give a fuck? I'm bummed. Quick bars. Just some quick bars.
Okay.
That's a bar song.
You
That's
was
a bar
feeling
song.
that too. You was
Yeah,
like,
I fuck with that
ooh.
shit. Nah, I fuck with that
You put
shit.
time and patience to that shit.
Nah, I fuck
Shit was
with that
fire.
shit.
Okay, so let everybody know where you can find your music.
Right now I'm on YouTube. You gotta follow me on my YouTube channel. Young and Bones. Young and with an apostrophe N space Bones. You find me there. All my music is
What
there.
is he?
Or you could just come to my Instagram. It's very much easier at y_b_smooth and just follow the link in the bio. Bring you up to where all the music is. My fault.
Okay.
Part and selling.
Boom.
But yeah.
Word. So tell me a little bit, Bones. Where do you do all of your music right now? Because I know you're an up and coming artist. Are you signed to anybody? You doing your own thing? What's going on?
I'm not signed to anybody. I do everything myself. Like, you know, the people around me, whether it's my girl, whether it's my friends, whether basically whoever's around me and wants to help at the time. Because like I said, everything's in a mood, emotion to me. Like, you know what I mean? I have to be in the mood to do this. I have to be in the mood to do that. It's really very hard for me to not be in the mood and do something. Like, you know what I mean? Because I feel like I'm like kind of pushing it. Like, I'm forcing it.
Right.
And when it's forced, it doesn't come out. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Facts.
You can't think to me
That.
that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It
Like,
just gotta come.
Naturally.
so
Right.
basically like that.
Facts.
You dig?
Indeed.
Okay. So any up and coming projects? We got anything coming out? You want to tell the viewers anything?
Yeah, actually I have right now I'm rocking off the YouTube with my I make like little compilations of my playlists. I'm actually coming out with ABLS 2. ABLS 1, ABLS, which was my very first solo project that I came out with, which was just a year ago. Like, that's another thing unique about this. Like, I have been doing music. I was signed to other people. I was messing with other people in other situations. Things didn't really go nowhere, but
You trying to be somewhere.
Right.
not fell off, but I kind of backed off a lot. Like, you know what I mean? And just jumped back in and was like, y'all just do everything myself, and
Right.
hopefully either I accomplish it by myself or get picked up somewhere and we accomplish it together, like type shit. Like, you know what I mean?
You know what the thing about being an independent artist and not signed to anyone is? When you do get signed to somebody, they already know where you're at. You're not starting. They can't just do anything with you.
Exactly.
And I really respect that because a lot of people don't understand when you're up and coming and you're signed to somebody, they really have more control of you than you think. And as an independent artist with no, not being signed to anybody, you have more of a chance to really just be yourself.
Word.
Absolutely,
Facts.
100%. Be yourself, your own style. You're not forced to wear this, do this.
Facts.
And, you come into your own as an artist.
Facts.
And I really commend you because, trust and believe, with Bella Podcast and me doing this solo, it's not easy.
I bet.
But I get it done, and I commend anybody, including
I appreciate
everybody who's creative, exactly what Young Sav, creative control.
I appreciate
and
that.
I
I commend y'all back
because
because y'all doing it.
Artist, but have the creative control mentality.
Yeah. It's a lot of discipline. It's a lot of discipline, yeah. Word up. Like I said, it's a lot of discipline. You don't even have to be doing this right now, but it's you dedication, discipline, and you know what I mean? It is that. You know what I mean? It's cool. I appreciate it.
So what do you think about my guests for the show today? How you doing?
They doing good. I forgot they was here. How y'all doing? Say that, but
conversation was flowing like.
For real, I was feeling it. I mean,
My bad.
But nah, they dope. They cool. It's cool. It's a dope situation. I do like what y'all got going on over here. I do like.
I know they is.
Right.
I do like what y'all got going on over here. This shit's pretty fucking dope. Word up.
Huh?
I said this shit's pretty dope over here. I do like what y'all got going on.
they look good.
Yeah, this shit.
Appreciate the love.
You already.
So tell me one thing.
What's up?
If you and who's the most influential person in your life as an artist? Like who motivates you? What's the one song you'll just put on and be like, I'm having a really crappy day, or I need some motivation? Who's the one artist in the industry you will jam to in the shower and call whatever? Who is it?
Right.
And why?
It changes. Like it depends on my mood. Like it really depends on my mood.
Top 5.
I like really don't have a top 5. Like I
Clearly
can say.
somebody inspired you, so you
Right.
had someone.
Well, he said already, Bone Thugs.
Like Bone Thugs
Exactly,
like inspired
so-
me to rap.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like right now, I would say who's like a big thing. Like okay,
so
what's
who's
dope?
good right now?
Right now, I rock with Trippie Redd. I like what Trippie Redd did. He did a lot of singing and melodies and a good.
She said you. Hey, yo.
You feel me? Like my fault, but you feel me? Like that's just a lot of vibe, and it's not even his style. It's just like exactly like it's like an emotion.
Right.
There's a beat, and this music
That's
playing
right.
without the music, without the words, just the music is an emotion by itself. The words are supposed to enhance it and flow well with it and stuff like that. And that's kind of like what I do with my music, like you know what I mean, like.
Right.
I don't go in the studio and say I'm gonna make a ass shaking song. I'm gonna go in the studio and make a drill song. No, I just go in the studio and just like literally I just scroll, get somewhere. All right, this how I'm feeling. This what comes out. Like you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. But one thing is, I'll say this once is, you started off poetry. For all of the viewers that don't know, you didn't do music. Why did you switch from? I mean, I'm not gonna say switch because being an artist, it is kind of poetry. But what made you go from just being a poet instead of a poet, just a writer, to a poet into the music?
I think that's just like the phases of getting into being like especially just a rapper or anybody with any vocals. You know what I mean? I couldn't have been a kid and listening to Trippie Redd and be like, yeah, I want to be into the music shit just like that. It wouldn't work with me. Like, you know what I mean? It's because I came in and I've learned a whole bunch of instruments. Then I learned a way to express what I'm really feeling down in certain formats that it's called poetry. Then I learned a way to like, you know what, I know I can put this onto this music and they think it's dope as fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like I started off battling. Probably cannot battle right now. Probably could save my life. Like, you know what I mean? To battle somebody right now, be like, damn. But I'm like, nah, check this. You hear my song, be like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, hold up, this shit is hard as fuck. This shit, like, yeah, it's just like, you know what I mean? But like that battling is a form of poetry.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have to be able to say this in a certain way and grab people's attention and shit like that. So you know what I mean? So yeah, that's
No,
it.
absolutely. No, most definitely. You know what? It's amazing how you haven't really been doing this really long, and you've already built your platform.
I appreciate that because sometimes I need to hear that shit because I be stretching like a motherfucker. Like, yo, this shit going crazy, but you know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, I know everything is going off numbers, but I feel like this, like, deep down, like, my father was a musician. He had a drum set in his house until he passed. Like, you know what I mean? Wasn't doing shows. He did his time doing it. I feel like that with me in the studio is like, I had to go get the studio. Like, you know what? I'm gonna always have a vocal studio, even though just a studio in my house, because whether at the end of the day, that's how I feel, because it's off my emotions and everything's off my moods, whether I make it or not. That's how I felt.
Right.
That song is how I felt, and that's how.
About this man's house.
You know what I mean?
You can go through the driveway. This man be playing by the club. I walk in the door. I be like, "What the phone? Where you at? I have to text you. Where you at?"
I appreciate that. Yeah. It's the tag. I ain't gonna lie. Like, since I got like that Bones tag, everybody loves that Bones tag. Like, they're just screaming it. That trips me out because people like see me and they scream that, and that's like, no, like that's fucking crazy. Like, you know what I mean? I remember when I like. She remembered when I was in school, I was like really fighting for this shit. Like, nah, you gonna call me that. This is my name. Like, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't from up here, so I was like, nah, y'all gonna call me that.
Right.
So now it's like people drive by.
We're not gonna say your name. The only time I call you Bones is off the rest. Other than that, your government come out. He's like, yo, stop. Like,
Earn that name. Earn my name. Bones.
Like, damn.
We family. That ain't
We
it.
just
That
order.
ain't it.
That's crazy.
You Bones until you ain't Bones no more. I be like,
I'm
yo,
Bones.
come here.
Oh.
Stop doing that. Nope, I don't care.
Look, he
Bones,
said,
see? I'm Bones.
Yes, sir.
See, it's called I'm Bones, baby.
Yo.
You right now, I'm Bones.
So, let me
I
ask
see it there too. I don't know. That's Bones.
Okay.
Not Bones. What happened?
the name made you go with that, and it's with a Z. Why don't you spell it for the viewers?
Okay, so Bones, yeah, I'm very big on that too. Like, I won't text you back. You call me Bones with an S. I won't text you back. Like, bro, that's not my name. Who's you talking
Who
to?
is you calling?
But nah, Bones. Okay, so the influence for me, even wanting to rap, even any type of poetry, anything like that, was Bone Thugs and Harmony. My father, like, I went to like whatever. So that was the Bones. My middle name is Zariah, and that's with a Z.
Okay.
And every time I used to sign my name, it was James Z. You know what I mean? So it was like, all right, Bones with a Z. Like, and it stood out. Like, you know what I mean? That was my whole point. I never wanted to fit in. Like, you know what I mean? I always wanted to stand out, so that stood out. And like the full name, though.
You stand out, mofo. You stand out.
That's the point. That's the fucking point. I want people to remember me. Like, you know what I mean? But like the full name, though, like I went with the YB Smooth. I feel like that's like kind of like the three main stages that I went through in my life. And that's what kind of got me to where I'm at now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the Y's for youngin'. I was young as hell around a bunch of older heads, and they all called me youngin'. So, you know what I mean?
Right, facts.
They wouldn't even call me.